Hi, welcome to your lab safety video number 1. This is all about the first things you need to know about when you come into the lab for the first time. Coming into the room, there's a seat for everybody, so there's no need to push and shove. Just walk carefully through and make sure you don't bump anything that's already set up. Some previous classes may have already organised some experiments and look but don't touch. Your backpacks are best left under the bench by your feet. That way no one else can trip over them, and when the teacher's walking around the room they aren't going to trip over them, or worse still, step on your bag and squash your lunch. So make sure they go under the bench by your feet. Instructions. You'll be hearing lots of them and they are quite important, so make sure you're all quiet and everyone can listen. Remember, if you're talking, someone else might not hear the instruction and they could get hurt. It's not likely, but best to be safe. Yes, you'll be working with some things that are quite hot. So whenever we are using things that could be hot, we always put down the heat mat on the bench so that anything hot goes onto that. It can be damaged, but we'd rather it was damaged, not the bench. Food and drink. Best leave those in your bag. Never quite sure what's been spilt on the bench beforehand and what you may have touched and have on your fingers. We don't want what's on your fingers getting onto your food and then getting into you. May not be so nice tasting after that. So leave food and drink in the bag. If you must, use a sipper bottle, but put it back in your bag afterwards so it can't be confused with what's on the bench around you. If you do spill something, we do have equipment to clean things up. Shouldn't be as drastic equipment as what these guys are wearing, but if something does get spilt, do let the teacher know so that the correct method can be used to clean things up. Keep it safe for everybody. Yes, we have a lot of glassware and it does get broken. If that happens, use the brush and shovel. Your teacher will show you where that is. And brush things up. Don't use your fingers because you'll get shards of glass poking into your fingers. Brush up as much as you can, and there will be a specially labelled bin to put the glass into. That leads us to footwear. Health and safety rules and the school rules say a closed-toe leather shoe should be worn. Protects you from broken glass, and also the leather protects you from any liquids that will get spilt onto your foot. Those cloth shoes and sand shoes and sneakers with just fabric on them, liquid will soak straight through that and into your foot. So please stick to the regulation closed toe shoes. When you're moving around the lab, walk. Only the person who's going for the equipment can go and get it. It'll take some time as it can be quite a busy place, so just be patient and walk carefully around to where you need to go to. Accidents do happen, so when they do, don't panic, stay calm, let the teacher know and we'll help fix things up and sort things out. If we need to, we'll go to the first aid cabinet which is in the classroom, and if it's more drastic than that, we'll send you off to sick bay. Have a look at the following diagram. You may get given one on a piece of paper to look at. Somewhere in here there are lots of things going good and some things aren't going so good. Like, for example, we have here this person here. He should not be sitting on the bench. There are several examples of things that are good and several examples of things that are bad. Look at your diagram and draw circles around all the things you can find. You should find 4 or 5 examples of each. Okay, thank you for watching and I hope this was helpful to you.